Now you're in for a motivational treat with a summary of Live Your Dreams by Les Brown. Les continually inspires people with his positive messages in his books, keynote talks, and from his live daily radio program. But what I love is the practical application he brings to the message of positivity. For instance, he tells you gotta be hungry, and then goes on to tell you how to stoke the fire of motivation. If you're feeling stuck or you simply don't feel like working on your goals, this book is a great one to pick up. Let's listen into the summary of Live Your Dreams, and you'll see what I mean.
Live Your Dreams by Les Brown. I am convinced that all of us need to find and nurture our goodness to unlock the keys to achievement. By tapping into your goodness, you can make a difference on this earth. I believe you are born with the responsibility and the obligation to make a positive impact. When you decide to pursue greatness, you are taking responsibility for your life. This means that you are choosing to accept the consequences of your actions and to become the agent of your mental, physical, spiritual, and material success. You may not always be able to control what life puts in your path, but I believe you can always control who you are. You've got to be hungry. I believe that you have to have a powerful reason to get up and fight back in life. That is why you must find a powerful motivation to drive you. It has to matter deeply. Otherwise, you may not have the strength of purpose to persevere. I asked a friend recently why he was not working on his dream to have his own business. He said that by the time he got through working 65 hours a week, he didn't have enough energy left to act on his goal. He had put it aside. He is not alone. There have been numerous studies and reports indicating that Americans are working longer hours, enjoying their work less, and living in fear that they might lose their jobs any day. If you live like that, you need to stoke the fires of your hunger. That's not living. Feeding a fire within you, living for a dream, is real living. In the course of my conversation with this friend, I got him thinking about his dream of having his own restaurant. I added some coals to his fires. I fanned them too. His hunger was rekindled because he realized that starting his own business was the way to get off the treadmill. Life does not always present us with an ideal situation in which to pursue our dreams. That is where hunger comes in. We must motivate ourselves to do what we must do to get on and go on with our lives. My friend is still working those long 65-hour weeks, but he has found the time to go after his dream. He is hungry again, so he goes deep within and finds the strength to stay after it. He focuses on his goal. He stays motivated by remembering his dream. He has his life in gear again and his dream back in his sights. When you get discouraged, and you will, it takes hunger to develop the courage to try again and again and never quit. Some people are naturally hungry. Some have hunger imposed upon them by circumstances. If you are not naturally motivated, you are going to have to learn how to make yourself hungry. I can help. I'm a good cook. To help you build hunger, I suggest you try these steps. Develop hunger by taking responsibility for your life. Nobody cares as much about you and your dream as you do. Review your goals twice every day. Be focused on achieving them. Reflect on what truly motivates you. Develop a sense of urgency in your life. Take actions now that will move you toward your goals. Develop courage. Let yourself feel the fears that are holding you back and mentally push them aside. Afraid of water? Enroll in swimming lessons now. Master that fear. Devote yourself to operating on a massive, relentless scale in order to accomplish your goals. Instead of making 10 sales calls, make 50 and watch the rewards come in. Develop the conviction that you can accomplish your goal. Your level of belief in yourself will inevitably manifest itself in what you do. Read inspirational material, such as the biographies of people who overcame great odds to succeed. If they can do it, you can do it. Tap into your spiritual awareness and contemplate your mortality. There are few motivations as compelling as the concept that sooner or later death awaits you. No one wants to die with his or her potential unfulfilled. Get acquainted with successful people and ask what drives them and how they achieve their goals. Listen to their ideas and experiences. Make them your role models. Develop your communication skills. Take public speaking courses or courses on leadership and communication. We live in a society in which these skills are perhaps the most important of all. Smile. Project a positive image. Say yes to your life. A person's smile reflects how he or she feels inside. Your smile will give you a positive countenance that will make people feel comfortable around you. Did you know that the muscles that create a smile trigger a chemical in the brain that makes you feel good all over? So smile. Feel good about your dreams. The power to change. Hurtful memories can stifle your development and growth. How do we break through this insidious mental conditioning? How do we grow and develop beyond hurtful episodes that bury themselves in our subconscious and influence our lives? How do we change and grow so that we can live our dreams? The first step is to break the hold of these inhibiting influences from the past. Recognize them and then either get rid of them or turn them into a positive force that pushes you ahead rather than holds you back. Identify these inhibiting memories in your life so that you control them rather than allowing them to control you. Did someone hurt your feelings? Forgive them and forget it. Move on. Did someone punish you unfairly? It's over. It's done. Go on. Here are a few of the most common emotions that burrow into the subconscious and impede our growth as individuals. Anger. This is a natural response to a perceived attack or injury. It makes energy flow. But when allowed to simmer, it depletes energy that could be used to improve your life. If you hold your anger for more than a week, it is only hurting you. Make yourself let go. Envision yourself throwing it out. Ease your mind. Transform your anger into positive motivation. Don't get mad. Get motivated. Revenge. The first cousin of anger. It also robs you of strength in the long run. The person who has injured you has probably gone on with life. So should you. Don't let the injury hurt you further by inhibiting your growth. Lose it or use it. Instead of saying, I'll get them, say, I'll show them. I'll be somebody. Sadness. This is more crippling than anger because it drains you from the start, sapping your will to go on. You probably will have to let this drain away slowly at its own pace. Time heals, but if the sadness seems to linger, consciously force it out. Seek out things that make you laugh and feel positive about life. Realize that feeling sad will not change anything. Seek peace of mind as your right. Resentment. Life is not always fair. It is unrealistic to feel any other way. And holding on to resentment is no way to fight back. Drop it and get back into the battle. Guilt. All of us have done things we feel bad about and regret. Things we would do differently. Many of us carry that guilt around, and it keeps us from moving forward. Don't let people put you on a guilt trip. Say to yourself when someone is putting you on the defensive, no matter what you do or say to me, I am still a worthwhile person. To rid yourself of these past emotions, put them in a perspective that is positive rather than negative, and thereby cut off their painful roots in your subconscious. Reinterpret the past with these methods. Get better, not bitter. Find a quiet, comfortable place. Sit back and relax. Think about something or someone who caused you pain or disappointment. Now take a mental step back from that feeling and the situation. Assess it. Did the emotions that resulted make you stronger? Did they give you determination? Can you use those memories to empower you rather than drain you? Why let them hurt you further? Envision those hurtful emotions as a sword held by an enemy. In your mind, see yourself snatching the sword away and using it to cut away the emotional snares that have tied you up. Get rid of regret. If you are burdened by something you did, analyze it. Was it a business failure? Was it something foolish you said or did that hurt someone you care about? If so, apologize. That often clears the air, but use discretion if you think it might make matters worse. If you owe money to someone, pay them, or tell them you intend to pay them a little at a time. Whatever the cost, it is worth it to clear away burdensome emotions. If you have feelings of unworthiness because of something you did, let them go. Realize that we usually do the best we can according to our level of consciousness at the time. If you would not do the same thing again, you have changed. You are no longer the same person. That person is gone. So forgive yourself. Love yourself unconditionally. Just as you love those closest to you despite their faults, let it go so you can grow. You have the power to change. Work on your dreams. It troubles me that we spend years in school learning about the lives of other people, but we devote hardly any time at all to studying ourselves. Too many of us understand the forces of American or European history, but not the forces behind our personal histories. A sense of self-knowledge grows out of contemplation and reflection, of questioning yourself and welcoming feedback from others. By knowing yourself, by consciously striving to understand how your personality was formed, you can free yourself to grow beyond your past experiences. You can live for the grand possibilities of the future, rather than be tied to the restrictive influences of the past. I once heard it said that everyone is born unique, but most of us die copies. Learn who you are and work on bringing your true self out. Reflect on who you are and how you relate to the world. Look carefully at your past and you will come to a fuller understanding of who you presently are. You can do this by honestly examining the events, people, and circumstances that have shaped you. When you know yourself and understand your motivations, you become more aware of the tools that you possess, your unique mix of talents and abilities, and also the limitations you have. Understand that most of your limitations are self-imposed because of your history, and that your field of vision is too often limited by your experience instead of being guided by your imagination. Change, change, change. I jokingly tell my audiences that once you begin to really know yourself and know the truth of who you are, you will not even need an alarm clock anymore. You'll wake up in the morning eager for the brand new day. You'll start walking 25% faster. You'll be excited about you, about your unfolding future. Instead of being in the way, you will be on your way. To assist your growth in self-knowledge, try these steps. Write down the results and review them at least once a year so that you can begin to measure your progress at different points in your life. Get to know what other people like about you. Ask someone close to you to tell you honestly how he or she views you. Have that person rate you and your specific traits on a scale of 1 to 5. Do people describe you as your own worst enemy? If they do, you need to work on your self-knowledge to understand why. Determine what you expect to achieve in life. This is what you expect, not what you hope or dream for. Consider your life for a moment. What drives you? What inhibits you? Evaluate how you handle compliments. This is a good barometer of how you feel about yourself, because if you accept them naturally, without seeking them out, you have strong self-approval and a sense of worthiness. Can you accept compliments without discomfort, or do you always have to take exception or deflect them? Do you crave compliments to the point that you will do anything to get them? Pursue the dream. To have dreams is the first step toward making them realities. Once you have dared to dream, I believe you must pursue that dream. If you do not pursue your dreams, they will consume you. The knowledge that you had a dream but did not pursue it is killing knowledge. Consider it absolutely necessary to go after your dreams. Jose Ortega y Gasset said, "Human life, by its very nature, has to be dedicated to something." You cannot gain on your goal with an attitude that you will pursue it only if it is convenient, or as long as there are no hassles or no hoops to jump through. Life is not that kind of party. It is a rough go out there. Go after your dream with a sense of entitlement. Know that you have the power to achieve it and that you deserve it. Be willing to get up into life's face, grab it by the collar, and say, "Give it up. It's my dream." You have to focus on yourself and sell yourself on your ability to perform, to achieve your objectives, and to deserve them. Tell yourself when you review your goals each day that you deserve them. Say to yourself, "I'm capable, talented, I'm committed. I deserve my goals." It's you. When you are absolutely convinced of the possibility and necessity of pursuing your dream, you take on a different kind of driving energy. You add years to your life, but more important, you add purpose and meaning to it. How do you make this dream come true? What necessary action should be taken? The determining factor is you. You will make the difference. You will make it happen. No one else is going to take care of your business. It would be great if our relatives and friends would all support us, or co-sign for us, or loan us some money. It would be great if people said, "Is that your dream? Come on, let's go get it." But it isn't that kind of party. You must take on the responsibility for making your dream reality. The major factor in helping you achieve your dreams is you. Be an innovator. Be creative. Take your particular talents and interests to a level where they have never been taken before. Feel that you are the one. Action steps. Get more out of this success book summary by applying what you've learned to your life. Here are a few thoughts and questions to get you started. 1. Write down or rewrite your specific goals today. 2. List one action that will move you toward each goal today. 3. Consider how hurtful memories may be stifling your ability to grow and achieve. What do you need to do today to forgive the person who hurt you? 4. Recognize that the past is past and forgive yourself. If you need to apologize to someone, do it today. 5. What drives you? What inhibits you? Work to understand yourself. 6. Realize that others may not support you in your goals, and that's okay. Become your own champion. 7. Make a plan of action and a timeline for achieving your dream. Write down obstacles you may face and list solutions overcoming those challenges. Summarized by permission of the publisher, Harper, Live Your Dreams by Les Brown. Copyright 1992, Les Brown Unlimited, Incorporated. Success Book Summaries. Copyright 2011 by Success Media. All rights reserved.